Today I'm going to show you how to decode any political debate in under 5 minutes. Let's get started. Okay, the reason why Trump and many Republicans are obsessed with the border is they think that if liberals are in charge, they're going to let in everyone from everywhere all at once. This is scary. While liberals are busy thinking about how well we're all going to get along, all conservatives can think about is the potential for disorder. They think that if too much changes too fast, there'll be chaos. How do you stop this? A giant wall. For liberals, there's no such thing as too much change, because they don't find change threatening. The more immigrants from more cultures speaking more languages, the merrier. So, most political disagreements are really about how fast change should or should not happen. Now, how do you feel about inequality? Unless you're a monster, you're probably not wild about it. But what if I said that inequality isn't always unfair? Hear me out. By this point in the video, you'll agree that I am not Beyonce. I don't have a Bayhive, and literally no one wants to see me do single ladies. You'll probably also agree that it wouldn't be fair for me to start collecting royalties off lemonade. This is how conservatives think about fairness. It's about karma. The reason Beyonce gets more is because Beyonce earned more. Liberals agree, but their first instinct is to think that fairness means equality. And if we're talking gay rights, for example, they've got a point. Is it fair that just 55% of Republicans support gay marriage? But if you consider that was 16% not so long ago, progress? The point is, karma and equality are both fair. Knowing the difference can help you spot a conservative from a liberal. Now we make the smooth transition to animal cruelty. Everybody saw one of those documentaries about factory farming. Nobody enjoyed watching them. That's because we don't like to witness suffering. But we all know the way that this person votes is not the same as the way this person does. Whether we're talking animals, refugees, or the poor, liberals are always trying to show how much they care. It's like they have an unspoken contest to see who can be the most compassionate. Except towards Republicans. They can go straight to hell. Republicans care about compassion. It's just usually reserved for wounded warriors, small business owners, and the unborn. Oh, actually, that's not really a joke. Everybody cares about caring. We just care differently. Conservatives and liberals disagree about who's most deserving of our compassion. They also can't agree on whose job it is to help. For liberals, this help should come from the government, whose policies are meant to free the oppressed and protect the weak and vulnerable. For Republicans, people want to help themselves. They think that government's too busy taking our money, burgers, cars, and guns to help anything. Government is their oppressor. You can see why there might be conflict. But is all oppression bad? I don't love sitting at stoplights, but I do like not getting into accidents. Ask someone if they think government is the hero or the enemy, and you could probably guess who they voted for. Depending on the subject, conservatives and liberals can reverse roles. When it comes to abortion, some conservatives have no issue with the government telling a woman what she can or can't do with her body, because now they're protecting the vulnerable, and every life is sacred. Now liberals are the ones who see government as the oppressor. What about the pregnant woman's freedom? I'm not here to change your mind on abortion. Instead, let's look at the bigger picture. Humans spend most of their time arguing about what other humans should be allowed to do. No sex before marriage, no swearing in front of kids, no hats during the anthem. Many conservatives get their guidebook for this from religion. Liberals may be less religious, but they have no trouble treating things as religion. Are those eggs cage-free? Is that shirt sustainably sourced? What? Yeah, it's a Tesla. Maybe you're not super religious, but at the end of the day, we all worship something. Here's a quick test. Which bothers you more, this or this? If Kaepernick kneeling doesn't offend you, you probably also think that Trump hugging the flag is kind of weird. You likely voted for Obama. Meanwhile, conservatives tend to look like this whenever Kaepernick came up. They totally get why someone would hug the flag. It's a symbol of how patriotic you are. Here, it's conservatives who have an unspoken contest to find out who loves their country the most. For liberals, there are plenty of other ways to show your patriotism, like protesting. They think you criticize your country because you love it. Ultimately, we're all just trying to find out what makes someone a good American. To recap, liberals and conservatives differ about how fast change should happen, what fairness really means, who deserves compassion most, what qualifies as oppression, what we should worship, and what's patriotic. One thing they share is that both believe intensely in their views, and both are certain they're right.